BYDFi is a crypto exchange on desktop and mobile where you can spot trade, futures trade, use leverage tokens, and copy the trades of top traders. If you sign up with the link in the description, you get a free $100 when you deposit $100. There's hundreds of crypto available on their spot exchange, as well as a free test account so you can practice futures trading without getting wrecked. BYDFi.
Good morning, everybody. Monday morning, finally. Here we go again. And it's also just 2 more days before my kids get back to school. Yes. Get to eat some serious charts at that point. So let's just look at Bitcoin to begin with, and if you're interested, you can stick around for the rest. So we're back on the 1 hourly chart. So yesterday we were theorizing that the best thing that we could expect would be a move up to like a 200 simple or an exponential. So 26,250. Obviously it's descending every time now, with maybe coming back down to I suppose where we wicked down to around 25,800. So we're still looking at that as a possibility. There is no pump signals, nothing like that, on the 1 hourly. So we are really mostly just focused on a small amount of momentum and trend, very small. I mean, look at the 1 hourly. Really nothing going on here at all, but we have crept out of the cloud for what it's worth. But what else have we got if we just have a focus on this? To be fair, there is a trend signal that has been generated on the Ichimoku cloud, a 1 hourly trend signal. You can see the wicks just cannot handle being above here. These higher zones. The highest wick yesterday was 26,130. So again, we are talking minuscule price action, 0.5% away from the potential target. But based on what we see here, the same thing could apply again. We're still looking for a potential move up to that lower $26,000 zone before sort of coming back down once again. The 4 hourly has reclaimed over the last 1, 2, 3 candle bodies the Bollinger Band Center, so that adds a little more weight to a potential further upsides. With the 50 exponential sitting around here at 26,250 again, so 26,250 seems like it's not an unrealistic target in the short term. We're talking such small moves though, really tiny little moves. So that is that, and obviously the daily will not have shifted. It will still maintain its bearish position with a 10 exponential sitting around 26,200 and the Bollinger Band Center 26,400. The bullish divergence might even be a thing here on the higher term time frames, but I'm not going to focus on that any more than it's just observational. It's really nothing other than what we see. The good thing about having bullish divergence is that we could still continue to have it if we do come down lower. So whether we move up and then down or down and then up, as long as we've got that divergence in play, there is a hope that our bottom will be scraped out, probably a little bit further down the line, I would imagine. Now, really, to be honest with you, really at this point of the day, which is early mornings, and being a Monday, and especially a Monday at the beginning of a new month, new quarter as well. Is it a new quarter? Bloody is as well, isn't it? No, it's not. It's not. Right. So yeah. But either way, there's a lot of things at the moment. So. 15-minute chart, sideways to the max, no pump signal. We start to see all the moving averages merge together, even on a short-term time frame or any term time frames like this. You kind of lose some form of edge, and it's hard for me to have any major bias on any direction in the short term, given what we see. The 15-minute chart looks volatile, but in real life it's not really. This is volatile because nobody really knows what's going on. Got wicks from the highs to the lows of 1%, and then obviously from the lows to the highs of just over 1%. But from a futures standpoint, this is wick central, liquidation central. This is people going over leverage just because they're bored out of their absolute minds trying to trade a chart which does not really want to be traded, to be honest with you. So it's a spot position. If anything, you just dollar cost average into this. This is all you really need to do. Same thing will go for these altcoins really. Chain links back above 6, getting rejection potentially on this Bollinger Band Center. Atom basically sitting below everything. XRP not able to reclaim these zones, and again 52 cents is like a major thing for XRP at this stage now. So you can't really get bullish on any of these things at the moment. They're technically all trending down on the higher term time frames. So that's the important thing to take away from this. You can look at these shorter term time frames and try and squeeze out some analysis, but other than that little move up into 26,250, maybe 26,400 at best, That's kind of all I'm really looking at right now. So S&P futures still actually looks quite good, I have to say. I can imagine this moving back up towards the top of the Bollinger Band again, so another 50 quid higher. Let's have a look at Euro, which seems to be ticking up a little bit. So still maintaining the support on this on what was the falling wedge. So that is true, but we're hitting the resistance of the wedge now with a 200 simple moving average exponential, with a view to maybe make its way back up to 108. That could happen, to be honest with you. That could happen. Let's just check the shorter term time frames. I know that Euro bores people, but we do have to think about these things. So 109 potentially on the cards. Yeah, so Euro does look like it wants to go up. Nice big drive of divergence as well there. And let's have a look at oil. So how's oil feeling at the moment? Oil is catching a break on the 7 simple on the 4 hourly. Normally the last stage of a pump, really, before a deeper consolidation. Money flow index very peaky here on the 4 hourly. So actually, if this does move up one more time to a new local high, it's likely to probably come back down again dramatically, and probably gain support around the 83, to be honest with you, or maybe a little lower. It's a bullish chart though, so let's face it, it's a bullish chart. One drive of bearish divergence on the 4 hourly. So yeah, that looks okay. So oil actually does look like it wants to come down a little bit first before it makes another leg higher. I would expect that to be the case. So probably see oil come down, and that'll be good for everybody, because that's the big fear, I think, in the market at the moment, that oil is breaking out and it's going to continue to go up. I think it's probably going to come down. So we're looking for a rejection on oil, looking for a bit more upside on Euro. Obviously the Dixie is going to be the inverse of that, so probably expect to see the Dixie come down 103.4, maybe a little lower, but 103.4 to begin with. But again, it's still in the context of a bullish chart, really. So we might start to see a bit of relief today, might being the right way to phrase it. So look at gold. Gold is back above its descending trend line of this triangle formation, above all major moving averages, crossing up above the 0 point. It is slightly extended here on the money flow index, but I could imagine it running, to be honest with you. I'll probably be targeting areas like 1975, so that's probably what I'll be looking for. So a bit more upside on gold. Stocks probably a bit further up. Euro up, Dixie down, oil down. Which should allow for these pathetic targets that we've got on crypto to potentially get met. Again, it's not really much of a trader's setup, to be fair with you. It's not a tradable. It doesn't feel like a tradable market for me. Definitely an investable market, not a tradable market. There's a massive difference, really. These are low prices compared to where we're expecting them to go, but to try and trade it, very difficult and probably not worth it. Not when you've got other charts out there, the ones that we've looked at, euro, dollar, stocks, gold and oil even, all showing relatively, not obvious, but much better signs of trading, really. So trade those markets and invest into these markets. Anyway, I'm pretty much just going to leave it with you there. There's really not much more to say. I will make a video if I get a chance today, because like I say, I still got my 2 kids around until Wednesday. From then, I'm going to start making videos again. There is one chart that I'd like to make a video on. It's whether I get the time. It's already, I didn't realise. Okay, I was looking at this last night. It's powering through now. But this is still a chart that does offer some continuation, as surprising as that sounds, given the fact that it's 26% up already on the day. I was looking at this last night, didn't realise the pump was so significant, so continued. So yeah, looking pretty good already. I think this will continue. That doesn't mean FOMO into it. It means buy a significant dip down into moving averages of significance. So yeah, it's not all bad. There are certain charts out there that do offer something outside of the overall market, just like Tomo did. Tomo was an unbelievable chart, really. Very upset that I got out of this one so early, but it's not, sometimes altcoins can create something different. This was a Golden Cross retest with close to a V-shaped recovery. We might get the opportunity to play this one again, but not for the moment. Anyway, I'm rambling. If you want to join the Patreon, links in the description below. Other than that, I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.